Hello, Life Transform community. Robert Bolden here, back after a Thanksgiving break. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm so excited to be here with you today, starting a new series. You know, at Life Transformed, we have a spiritual area, so I'm going to be focusing in on a spiritual area and just sharing some learnings that I've had over the past probably month and a half. And it's so amazing. There's so much to learn once you get into the Word and looking at it every day like I do. I think there's just some tremendous stuff to be gleaned. So I want to start with Law of Moses. Okay, so the Law of Moses. Remember Moses? We all have seen the Ten Commandments and those things that Moses brought down, right? And they were in stone, God's Word. Well, they didn't succeed because of our sinful nature. Our sinful nature as people. You guys, I've been reading through the Old Testament and it's so amazing. And again, I'm not judging those people. They were, their circumstances were a lot different than ours. I mean, people were killing each other like openly and outrightly for land and all that kind of stuff. So, but boy, oh boy, God did some tremendous things during the Old Testament, including, the burning bush with Moses and all those things, and bringing his people out of Egypt and Ten Commandments and all that stuff. But guess what? We as people still turned away from God. Still turned away from God. So God, what a loving God. Just imagine if I just can't even begin to put it into words, but that's really why the Ten Commandments didn't really succeed, right? It's because of the weakness of our sinful nature. That's why. So when I look at applying that today, nothing has really changed. The Ten Commandments, you read them, and yeah, they're things that everybody says, oh yeah, that's good. But they're not, the law, in this case, the law of Moses was not meant to be something to restrict us. It's to show us the way. It's show us the bright way, the right way to live so we can be in relationship with God. And that is so powerful. Because think about it, I don't know where you're at on your spiritual journey, but if you're like me and you believe in God and you believe in Jesus and all that, if somebody said to you, well, he just wants to be in right relationship with you, and what Moses provided is just going to help you to stay in right relationship. Holy cow, that is some good stuff. And you go on later in the Old Testament, and that's really all God was looking for. And, you got the Pharisees that came up, and they, I have a lot of compassion for the Pharisees because they were just trying to do whatever they could to get back in relationship with God. So they were on the right path. They just did some wrong things. They went to the rules and stuff to try to get people back in relationship with God. And that isn't really what it's all about. And that's ultimately why the next step in the process, Moses and the promised land and all that stuff, right? So as I apply it in my life today, it's like, don't focus on the laws as being a restrictive thing, or the laws that we see or the things that we read in the Bible. There's a cardinal, so beautiful. Don't read them as restrictive. Those things are meant to guide us in the way to live our lives so we have a more fulfilling and beautiful life. So that's what I like to focus on. And in Life Transformed, that is what we do. We are creating a community of people who are for each other, don't judge each other, in harmony with one another, right? So we can get out of isolation, live in a community of those kinds of people, so we can serve the kingdom, so we can glorify God's name, so we can help cement his legacy by sharing our stories, those things that how he's transformed our lives, which I know a lot of your lives have been transformed by God. So it's just a beautiful thing. So I look forward to continuing this series, and we will be talking to you soon.